Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? When you join, say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Bentley, how are you? Let me know where you are tuning in from in this beautiful planet. I'm super, super excited to be live this morning, and I'm super, super excited to share some wisdom. I'm going live on both Instagram and Facebook. I haven't done this in a while. Jordan, we have so many good people joining this. This is making me so excited. And we have a really cool topic because the topic is for light workers, energy workers, and aliens. And I feel like the people that join fall right in that category. It's like literally what I tailored it. So if you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay because I do believe in these platforms as a tool of connectivity. My name is Colleen Gallagher. If you've never seen me, found me, heard me on the internet, this is my digital storefront. And what I really, really believe is empowering you to create a lifestyle you absolutely love. And this specific live, I really want to go over marketing and selling for the light workers, for the energy workers, for the creatives, for the aliens. I really, really want to go over that because I have a brand new 6-week, it will be a self-study course. So that way that the, investment can be a little bit lower, but it's going to be a new signature program of mine all about how to sell and how to market and how to create and how to build a community, how to grow your movement, how to grow your expression, how to do this in a way that feels really good for you as an energy and light worker. And I'm going to kind of go through just some different narratives and stories on here of how that relates. So before I get into that, I'm just going to drink some water. But I want you guys to know that any of my lives that I do, the more engaging and interactive you are, the more it like fuels into me, it like gives to me. So it makes me so happy to see your comments, to see your likes, to see what you're enjoying. Like it gives me so much energy. So never feel like afraid if you're watching or even on the replay to like message back. It literally just brings so much excitement and joy to me. So the first thing that I wanted to share, my new course, Meow, is how it's saying, but meow. And why I want to talk about the topics of, marketing and sales is because I feel like as energy workers and creatives, sometimes we have this idea in our minds that if we're creative or if we're a energy worker, we're just good at meditating or we're just good at being the creator or being the expression. So the back end, like our business sense, our business savvy, our building the community, our building engagement, our measurement of how we're tracking how well we're doing, like with people receiving the energy that we're saying, people actually implementing what we're saying, it kind of like feels like a struggle. And so there's people like me, right, who are sharing all the time. And it's not because I feel like I have to, it's genuinely because I enjoy it. There's nothing else I would be doing than like rather be sitting here and like serving you who are joining live and serving you who are going to join later in life. But there's a point when some creatives are much more attraction based. They're feminine based. They're like, oh, I just want to sit and meditate. I want to sit and create, and then people or the opportunities will just come to me. I shouldn't say that's the only feminine base. Feminine does have a masculine structure. But what I want to speak to here is that as a light worker, as an energy worker, if you don't know how to market yourself, if you don't know how to clearly communicate with confidence what you do, which can be kind of scary, right? Because a lot of us who are energy workers, like we can speak with spirits, we can speak with different realms, we can channel different people that are still living, that are non-living. Like these are kind of like, I don't want to say scary, but it could be seen as abnormal things that we do, right? We're very intuitive. So someone could be saying something to us and we're like, oh, this is what you mean, or this is what you meant to say, or I can feel like this. They're like, how did you know that? Because we're in tune. We're in tune with reality. We're in tune with the frequency. We're in tune with alignment. We're in tune with a higher source. And so for us to admit, like if you saw my one post I did a couple weeks ago, it's like people are like, Colleen, what's your job? I'm like, remembering. What is it you do? Remember who the fuck I am and share it, right? Like that, that really is my job in a lot of ways. It's all of our jobs as light workers, is because we're on the journey of remembrance. We're on the journey of why are we here? And we know that we're here from a specific soul mission that was given to us before we incarnated. Once we incarnated, that soul mission is activated through a memory, through a moment in time where we accelerate like a kind of like a DNA strand. We accelerate back into this greater, Abraham Hicks calls it a vortex, where we get in the vortex of energy where things are just flowing, things are just happening, money is just flowing, clients are just coming, ideas are here, creation is here, opportunities, da da da. But how do we go from I am a light worker, I am an energy worker, I am an alien into the vortex, right? How do we do that? And I really, really believe the bridge in that is marketing and sales. I really, really believe you cannot leave the corporate job to become the energy worker, to become the healer, to become the medicine woman, to become the medicine man, to become the, you know, holistic guru in a way. I don't really like that word, but it is what it is. We can't do that. You can't transition from that space, right, until you master sales and marketing. And luckily, you know, from a very young age, I started marketing. Well, I started sales actually. My first sale was when I was at a summer camp or whatever. I did like a back massage thing and it was 25 cents or whatever. So I sold my time, right, to give massages. And then I realized this is kind of annoying because my hands hurt and I had to realize something different. In my college, I was a marketing major and I went right into sales. I always wanted to be in branding. My whole company, I built my own brand because I am my brand. So how I transitioned, right, from this world of doing, 9 to 5, like hustle and bustle. How I changed, right, is I mastered sales and marketing. And that's exactly what my new course, Meow, is going to go through. So if you're someone who wants to master Meow, if you're someone who wants to master sales and marketing, you're an alien, light worker, energy worker, you know you have gifts inside of you. You know that these gifts are different. They are not mainstream. They're definitely not mainstream on like what's talked about on mainstream media. They're definitely not talked about probably in your current circle of friends. And you really want to figure out, how do I share what's happening inside of me, the gifts that I feel like were given to me, to this external world that will yield the result of impact. It will yield the result of me living a sustainable life. It will yield the impact of a result of me being able to connect and build something that I'm proud of. And so the first thing that I kind of want to talk about when it comes to sales and marketing, when it is in this transition, is you have to fall in love with sales, because everything is sales. Even if you are, sorry, I'm really working on my breathing. I think I told you guys this. Ooh, okay. So even if you're the person that's the accounting person, or you're the finance person, or you're you could say you're real estate, you could say you're a writer, you could say you're an oracle deck, you could say you're a coffee person. Every single thing is sales. When you go to the coffee shop, are they saying, do you want a small, medium, large? Or if you just go small, they just go, okay. Or do they ask for the upsell, medium, large? Are they saying, do you want vanilla? Do you want almond milk? Like, are they asking you the other things that you could possibly get for them to get more money and for you to enjoy your coffee more? That's sales and marketing, right? And you as a human being have to become the sales and marketing person of your energy, of the mission, of the ascension, of why you're here. Because the only reason, this isn't probably that alarming to many of you, but the only reason you're here listening to this live, and I can promise you this no matter where you are in your journey, the only reason you are here listening to this is because you have been chosen before you incarnated. And if you really do any of my meditations, and I recommend you could do episode 24 and 55 on my podcast, if you do any of my meditations, you will begin to have moments of awakening, moments of remembrance, moments of seeing, wow, there was a mothership. Wow, there is other light workers. Wow, I'm not the only one who has dreams like this, whether it be scary dreams that feel like someone's attacking me. If you guys heard my live the other day on Instagram, I was sleeping and it felt like there was someone in my room, so serious, that was like having a knife that was trying to stab my back. Like, it was so intense. Then it felt so real. These things are real. It's not made up in your mind. It's not a made up thing. It really is real and it really is happening. Hold on, I just want to move, Instagram you over here because I feel like that lighting is just not so great. I think this is a little bit better. Okay, we'll move you Facebook over here. Yay! Okay, now this looks a lot better. Okay. So anyway, what I wanted to come on and what I want to share, what I think is important to share, what I think is important to talk about, is that until you go, I am here for a reason. And I am willing This is really important. I'm willing and open to remember why I'm here. I'm willing and open to remember why I'm here. And until you do that, until you get into the space of like, I am going to do that, I'm going to trust that, then whatever you remember, like for me, it was like the love girl. I just wanted to be the love girl. I wanted to go around the world and spread more love and make sure that everybody felt love, make sure that everybody felt like they were accepted, and make sure everyone knew that love is what would change the world. That's really what I wanted to do. That was my mission. That's what I felt called to do. And from that, it's come into what you see Colleen Gallagher International today with now we have 27 that we've done online courses I've designed, I've created, I've sold. This will be 28 now. We have, 3 books. We have 6 or 7 products. We have 103 episodes on a podcast. Like it just, I don't even know how many blogs. Like it blows my mind. This was because I remembered the mission. From the mission, you have to sell and market. Sell and marketing means opening your mouth and talking about what you know to be true. It means if you're seeing like, whoa, there's a purple light over there, or whoa, there's whatever over there, it means that you're going to open your mouth and you're going to talk about it. It means that if someone's in front of you and you're like, whoa, I'm seeing like spirals in the back of your head, or I'm seeing spirals in your body, or I'm seeing your aura, or I'm feeling the presence of somebody that you're speaking about come through me. This is the message I'd like to share with you. Channeling. It means that you do it. It means that you actively share who you truly are, why you're here in the moments that it matters. It doesn't mean you let all these moments in your life pass you by without you truly doing your part. And I always say every time that you know something, like you feel something and you don't say it, you are contributing to someone's suffering. And that sounds like so intense because you're like, Colleen, oh my God, like, no, but it's true. Like why I do these lives, right? And people are like, it's funny because there was someone recently who was like in my life and they were like, yeah, all these people make fun of you on your lives and, people think you look weird. And they said like all this stuff, And in my head, I was like, but they're still watching my lives. Like, even if they think I'm weird or I sound weird, I'm obviously still doing some part of the mission because they're still talking about me. And you don't talk about anything you don't care about. I mean, think about it. Like, if you're on, I shouldn't say nothing you don't care about, but you don't, like, you complain because you feel like not satisfied with something internally. But why would you keep watching something if you aren't satisfied, or keep going to something you're not satisfied? You wouldn't. You're just making it an excuse. You're making a delusion. So obviously my sales and marketing strategy of sharing is working. And so sales and marketing is not like this huge, crazy strategy that's scary. That's like, oh my God, it's a used car salesman. Ba-da-da-da. Sales and marketing is literally showing the fuck up and sharing. And you're offline, online, but you don't want offline and online to be too separate. You don't want it to be like that you're talking about ghosts and spirits in your, personal life, but your whole online life is like, I'm a business coach and here's the strategies to give you. Sales and marketing, true sales and marketing isn't a strategy. It's a way of being. It's a way of acting. It's a way of knowing. It's a way of going, I shouldn't say sales and marketing in the context of what the sentence I just said, only in the context if you are a light worker, energy worker, and alien. For other businesses, I don't think this would be true, or could not be true. Could be, could not be. But when you're a light worker, energy worker, alien, God, source, universe, when you chose to incarnate here, gave you the gift, and it is a gift, that all you have to do is be you. All you have to do is share you. All you have to do is literally create a page on Facebook, on Instagram, on Medium, on Yahoo, on Google, on or Amazon, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, on Twitter. I could keep going. There's over 200 social media platforms. 200. All you have to do is create a page. You could even call it yourself the invisible person. You don't want to. I wouldn't suggest that because you're not invisible. But share the messages that are coming through you. Even if the message is something simple, like, in silence, we receive answers. Great message. Post it, share it, see what people think. Share an emoji. This emoji really felt called to me. What do you guys feel about this emoji? Create a conversation. This is sales and marketing. You are the brand. You can't mess it up. Why do you want a brand like McDonald's? Just because you want it. There's no thought. There's no like, oh, what did they do? It's just because that's what you want. They are who they are. The brand is who it is. You are the brand. You are the living, breathing energy worker, light worker, alien that's here just to radiate. And from you radiating in your auric field, it attracts. But if you don't share, you're hiding behind screens, you're not sharing this in the coffee stop, you have nowhere, no place for people to connect with you, then you're not going to be happy. And you're not going to be living your life, and you're going to be suffering. So I think the core of sales and marketing that I wanted to share on here, when it becomes to a light worker, energy worker, and it comes to aliens, get over yourself and share. Press the live button, press the share button, share who it is that you are, share the messages, and do it consistently. You can't just do it one time and then hide. Do it again and 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 again. And I promise you, over a period of time, you are going to have an empire that you're like, wow. And not just an empire, you're going to have a fulfillment in you. You're going to have this sensation in you of like, I really cultivated a lifetime of memories, a lifetime of experiences, a lifetime of people that brought me joy, that were transformed through what I shared, that were awakened through truth, that were reminded of energy, that were reminded of how good this life can be, that were reminded through me, through the presence of what comes through me, why they're here to start their journey to remembrance, start their journey to awakening. And if that's not why you're existing, is to support other people, if that's not why you're here, is to love yourself, create an amazing life for you, and the only way you can create an amazing life for you is by helping others, is by connecting with others, connection. And if you can't share you, the true you, you're never going to make the connections, and you're never going to feel like, oh my God, look at everyone that I'm surrounded with, how they've touched my life and how I've touched theirs life. And that's really the truth of why we're here. So when you listen to this and you want to know more details about my course, Meow, it'll be coming out later, but message me or comment below Meow and I'll get it to you. And I want you to know, stop being so afraid of sales and marketing. Stop being so afraid of like, how do I do it all?